Hey everyone, this is Keith Scott from out in Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the voices of Bullwinkle J. Moose. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kenny and Andy McPhee.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny and welcome to Relentless and Unstoppable. We have another amazing guest coming on the channel today, so please hit like and subscribe. And after this episode, please stay tuned to the RNU channel for more amazing guests. Let's get this on!
Hey everybody, how you doing? Just a quick little share of why I started Relentless and Unstoppable. It was for one very simple reason, because of Doug Kenny. Nothing to do with me at all, zero. I was just coaching Doug, and he took on the coaching and mentoring, and he made all the changes. He took all the suggestions from his parents as well as my coaching, but it was all about Doug, his breakthrough and his weight loss, his willingness to accept that he is dealing with high functioning autism and other issues, but he's never quit, he's never given up. So we did one interview with him to share his story, and then we decided to start interviewing other people. And Doug has now taken over the whole channel, and he does all the interviews, he runs everything. He's just an amazing young man. So RNU was born from simply what an amazing young man Doug is, and his story needed to be shared.
So everybody, the movie takes a twist when the lead actress and the main protagonist breaks the hourglass by mistake, which is the key to her going back in time, and she ends up stuck in the past because of it, literally and figuratively.
Yep. Just to get it fixed to get back to the future.
Yep. So describe where this story was conceived from and who came up with it.
Well, that was unfortunately, it wasn't my idea or my company's idea. That was created by Hallmark, and we actually were the ones who just did the production of it and produced the whole movie. But yeah, I mean, when I read the script, when they gave it to me, I loved it. I thought it was a great idea. I thought the pacing was great, and I knew it was going to be a great movie. And then when I looked up the Biltmore, because I've never been there before, and I saw how beautiful the Biltmore was in the setting, I knew the setting combined with the right actors and this great script would turn out to be something, amazing. And it really is. And I love that, now it's, it was on Hallmark, and now it's on Hallmark Plus, and I know it's on Netflix, I think only for a limited time. And I think even being on Netflix, it found a whole new audience that, don't normally watch Christmas movies or Hallmark movies. So being on Netflix was huge for getting additional people to watch it. And I've been hearing great reviews from people who have seen it for the first time this year.
Yeah, it's amazing. What kind of reviews do you recall getting with what people have said word for word?
Oh, I don't know word for word, but I know, some people, the big thing is like, oh, it's the best Hallmark movie ever. And the setting is beautiful. And, they love the lead actors. That's the big thing. A lot of rave reviews for the lead actors. And, the basic thing is, I think what clicked on that movie was a great script, a great setting, great performances, and great pacing. And it worked. It was a Hallmark movie, but it also was something more.
Yeah, something more, definitely. What is the process like for the whole production when you oversee everything from the director and actors and story and the shots?
Well, when we get there, we have a period called pre-production, where we get everything ready. All the departments come in. We know what cameras we're using. We know what crew we're using. Then we get into wardrobe. Wardrobe gets all approved from Hallmark and production design, and we get to know the locations and where we're going to shoot, and we scout all this stuff. So we spend a bunch of time in prep getting all this ready, and then we go into shoot. It's very fast. Hallmark movies are typically around 15 days of shooting, which is very, very fast. Where big movies shoot for 60, 90, 120 days. So we're used to doing these type of fast movies because TV movies are typically fast. So we shot for 15 days, and then we brought the movie back to Connecticut where we did post-production. And that's where all the post-production happened with color and visual effects. And there was a lot of visual effects in this, a lot of paint outs. We had to add the snow, even though we did shoot during the winter. There wasn't much snow. I think we only had one day of actual real snow. And then we kind of augmented all the snow digitally. There's a sound design, there's music, there's a lot of great music in that thing. So overall, post-production, I think on Biltmore Christmas, again, it's been like a year, but it was a little bit longer than usual. So I want to say that post-production was probably about 3 months for that movie when it's typically like 2 months or so. So it was a little bit longer.
Gee, that's all we have for Relentless and Unstoppable. So tune into the next episode to hear more amazing stories from amazing guests. This is Keith Scott from Sydney, Australia saying so long, and I'm smarter than the average bear. Gee.